If you are somebody who likes to get a jump on all of the sales, but you worry about possibly missing out on better discounts when Black Friday rolls around or Cyber Monday, this is the video for you. I have been working behind the scenes to negotiate the very best discounts on all of the things that I've been talking about for this year, last year, the year before. Now I have to say, I have to give a big thank you to all of you, because it is because of our collective buying power that these brands want to work with us and offer us these very best discounts before Black Friday, before Cyber Monday. So you got to check the description box, because in the description box, I'm going to share a link to my blog that has all of the brands that are starting today. And then every single day as new brands roll in, I will update it, because my very favorite brand is launching their very best sale of the year. I decided that I would do what has been asked of me for a really long time, and that is put together a comprehensive, perfect anti-aging routine with the brand Drmtlgy. This video is not sponsored. I am an affiliate with Drmtlgy. I knew the sale was coming, and I decided that I'm finally going to go ahead and give a very detailed AM and PM routine that addresses anti-aging concerns, hyperpigmentation, collagen and elastin, fine lines and wrinkles, sunspots, all that stuff. I want to keep this routine relatively minimalistic, but I want to check all of the boxes. So at night, we're going to do a double cleanse. I like a double cleanse because it's an opportunity to do a little bit of facial massage. It's a great time to do gua sha. It's a good time to just spend a little bit of time on yourself. Now, the recommendation from Drmtlgy, since they are kicking off this best before Black Friday with their early access sale, is the double cleanse from them. Now, they do have a pre-cleansing oil, and they also have their essential cleanser. These are two cleansers that when used together are the perfect double cleanse. Now, their cleansing oil is, to me, the oil version of the Elemis cleansing balm. It has a little tiny bit of that like eucalyptus in it. It's very refreshing. It feels very spa-like. I use one single pump of this, and it's good enough to not only do facial massage, but it loosens up all dirt, all debris, and when you get it wet with water, with warm water, it turns kind of into a milky substance that you can then rinse off. Now, I use tubing mascara, so I don't use this around my eyes. I actually just use a bunch of warm water on my eyes to get my mascara and whatnot off. And then when I go in with the essential cleanser, I finish off any eye makeup with this cleanser. Now, this cleanser is really beautiful. It does have fragrance. It smells a little bit kind of like grapefruit or something like that. I don't worry about that because I'm rinsing it off. This effectively gets rid of all the traces of the pre-cleansing oil and leaves your skin really beautifully clean without feeling stripped, tight, dry, anything like that. We're then going to go in with the needleless serum. This is where I would put this little powerhouse serum. This is packed with ceramides, peptides, humectants. It is a jack of all trades kind of serum. Now, this covers a lot of boxes, which is why it's the only serum that I'm recommending to use at night. I think that keeps it simple. You're going to hydrate your skin, but you're also going to use this as kind of a buffer for the most important step at night, which is our vitamin A step. Sometimes that can get a little bit irritating for some people. So I actually think a serum or a pre-moisturizer before vitamin A is a good thing. I think it keeps our barrier intact. I think it helps with hydration. I think it's a good buffer, and the vitamin A is still going to do a great job over top of something else. I think a lot of people give up on vitamin A because of the irritating side effects. And if you just use some kind of a buffer, you will be able to endure vitamin A. Okay, so needleless serum is right after our double cleanse. The next thing we're going to do is that retinol step. Now, Drmtlgy has their retinol, which is their 0.5 retinol complex. If you like retinol, you will love this. It is great. You do not need a lot. It's like one pump and you spread it. You do not need a lot, and it is actually pretty dang potent for being a 0.5. Now, if you're like me, this is the one place where I will recommend a swap from Drmtlgy. If you're like me and you prefer Retinaldahyde, which I do, I definitely do, then Naturium has the Retinaldahyde that I would recommend. Now, the reason why I recommend this one is because it's affordable. You get a ton of it. The consistency is gorgeous, and it's just a really, really great product. So this step is our vitamin A step. So either a retinol, if you like retinol and you want to stick with Drmtlgy, Dermtology, or you can switch up to a Retinaldahyde, which is the closest that you're gonna get to tretinoin without being a prescription. So one of these two in this step. The last thing that we're gonna do is just to moisturize, and that's it for nighttime. So the moisturizer that I'm gonna recommend, which I recommend no matter whether I'm doing a dermatology routine or not, is the Peptide Moisturizer from Drmtlgy. I've been talking about this for years and years. Every time, if it goes out of stock and it comes back in, I will buy 2 or 3 of them because I love it so much. Obviously, it's packed with peptides, but it has humectants, nourishing ingredients, soothing ingredients. It's super duper silky and quite lightweight. If you are somebody who requires a little bit more nourishment at night, you may want to top this with a heavier moisturizer. But for most people, the peptide moisturizer is beautiful. It's the perfect complement to an anti-aging routine because it has all those peptides. That's going to help with collagen, elastin, that's going to help with hydration. It's just going to overall skin quality. It's just a gorgeous moisturizer. So that is our entire anti-aging night routine. Now, obviously we can add things in. We can do eye creams if we want to. We can add in neck creams if we want to. We can do all kinds of other augmenting serums and stuff like that if you would like to. You don't have to though. I would say that if you're somebody who doesn't really want to add in an eye cream, you don't want to add that step, take your Peptide Night Moisturizer all the way up under your eyes and around your eyes. It is so lightweight, it's not going to add, milia. It's not going to congest that area. It's beautiful. But if you are somebody who likes an eye cream, then I would say between the Drmtlgy eye creams, you can choose between the HPR, which if you've been here for a little while, you know this is my favorite of late. This is gram-active retinoid, and that means that it is an active form of vitamin A, but is really gentle. It's perfect for around your eyes. This is going to be the eye cream that you're going to choose if crow's feet are your concern, if you have hyperpigmentation due to, brownness, like if you have sunspots under your eyes, which some of us get those as we get older. This is going to be the eye cream to choose because it's going to help with that pigment inhibiting because of the gram-active retinoid, and then it's also going to help with collagen production because of the gram-active retinoid. So this is your overall anti-aging eye cream. Now, if you don't have some of those concerns, then you may want to choose their original eye cream. Now, this one is great if you have dark circles due to vascularity. So if you have dark circles that are purple, green, you see that hue underneath the skin, then their original is really great because it contains vitamin K. So this is a really good one. And if you watched my video on combining vitamin K with HPR, the Naturium vitamin K and the HPR, that's what I'm doing right now because I want to hit all of the things. I want the crow's feet, I want the under eye circles, I want all of it. I'll link that video down below, but you can do one and done and use the original because it does have that vitamin K and it has all the other things that are really great in a good eye cream. But again, you could skip that step and just use your peptide moisturizer right on up under your eyes and keep your night routine really simple. 2 nights a week, you're going to do an exfoliating night. Now, the way that I've been doing this for quite a while now is I use the Dermalex Sleep Serum and I coat myself in Soothe and Recovery from Drmtlgy. If we want to stick with Drmtlgy, what we would do is 2 nights a week, we would use their lactic acid refining serum. Some exciting news with this one. They listened to us. And they removed the grapefruit peel oil from this one. I'm going to link my video where I compare this one to Sunday Riley Good Jeans because to me it is a dupe, or it's a really great alternative, better than Sunday Riley Good Jeans to me. This one is, except for when I made that video, this had grapefruit peel oil. And grapefruit peel oil, unfortunately, can cause us to be more susceptible to sun damage. Well, they listened to feedback and they took it out. I even emailed the company just to make sure I wasn't seeing things, and they confirmed that yes, we listened to you, we listened to the feedback from consumers, and we removed the grapefruit peel oil. So now we have this beautiful lactic acid refining serum. So it's lactic acid, it is mandelic acid, it is polyhydroxy acids, it has licorice root for brightening, and then it is at a pH that's going to get us some good exfoliation overnight. That's how I still suggest using this one, because it does contain some fragrance. So I recommend using this overnight. So on 2 nights out of the week, you're going to do your double cleanse. You're going to put on your exfoliating serum of choice, which in this routine, it's the lactic acid refining serum. And then you're just going to slather yourself with Soothe and Recovery. This is one of my very favorite products from this entire line, and it is the most innocuous, the most simplistic, the most like what? Because it is just so simple and beautiful and versatile. It is packed with ceramides and cholesterol and phytosphingosine and all the things that are going to help with our barrier function, and also going to help to trap water in our skin, to soothe our skin, to hydrate our skin. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous dark horse here in a giant tube for a really affordable price. So that is 2 nights a week. We're going to exfoliate and acidify, and then we're going to replenish the lipids with the Soothe and Recovery. So that's 2 nights a week. That is our entire PM routine, and I'm telling you, that is a super duper glow inducing, wonderful anti-aging PM routine right there. I mean, just those things. Now in the morning, it's even more simple. You're gonna cleanse if you want to. Some people don't like to cleanse in the morning. They just like to splash with warm water, or they literally do nothing. They just go right on into their morning routine. That is completely personal preference and up to you. I like to cleanse. So in this routine, I would just use the same cleanser I use at night, only I'm not double cleansing in the morning. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the essential cleanser in the morning. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm gonna go in with my vitamin C from Drmtlgy. I've been talking about this for a while now because it is the best vitamin C I've ever used. And the reason for that is it has all the components of a great vitamin C. So it's got vitamin C, vitamin E, and ferulic acid. It's at a 15% L-ascorbic acid percentage, and it's at the right pH to where we're gonna get some good penetration of the vitamin C and all of the benefits of the vitamin C. But it goes way beyond that by adding in ceramides and peptides and some soothing ingredients. It's just a gorgeous overall formula that I personally haven't had any irritation to, which says a lot because I've tried so many times over the years to use vitamin C with L-ascorbic acid, and eventually it irritates the heck out of my skin. And this has not done that. So that's really, really exciting to me. Now this is gonna be our morning pigment inhibitor as well. If you've watched the videos on getting rid of sunspots, helping with hyperpigmentation, it's really, really important to keep those pigment inhibitors on AM and PM. So at night we have our vitamin A, which is an effective pigment inhibitor. And in the morning we're using the vitamin C, which is also an effective pigment inhibitor. Okay, so cleanse, vitamin C, moisturize. We are going to simply use the Peptide Night Cream as our morning moisturizer. It's actually beautiful as a daytime moisturizer before SPF. It's lightweight, silky, it's hydrating, it's emollient, it's beautiful, but it's so silky that it plays beautifully under makeup without making you feel really, really heavy. So Peptide Moisturizer is our moisturizer, and it's a big tub, you guys. I think you get 2 ounces. So it's great for using morning and night because, first of all, that's fantastic to multitask, but also it lasts for a long time because it's 2 full ounces. Okay. The last thing that we're gonna do is, of course, we're gonna use SPF. And it's no secret that Drmtlgy is my favorite SPF, and it has been since I think the end of 2018. That's when I discovered Drmtlgy. So my favorite Drmtlgy SPF is the Universal Tinted Moisturizer. This is SPF 46. It is high purity niacinamide. It has a slightly neutral tint, and I love it. I think that it is beautiful as kind of a no makeup look because it just ever so slightly kind of improves your complexion, but it also is like using a primer under makeup. For me, it kind of gives you that refined finish, a little bit of complexion blur, and then my makeup just sits on top of it really, really nicely. Now, I did do a video where I talked about all of the different sunscreens, or at least 3 of the sunscreens from Drmtlgy. I will link that in the description box in case you need a little bit more information on how to choose between the 3, because they do have slightly different textures, finishes, of course, compositions when it comes to whether they're a physical sunscreen, a chemical sunscreen, or if they're a hybrid. This one happens to be a hybrid. And so that video might be really, really helpful for you guys. I also do swatches in that video and everything. So I will link that for sure. So that is the end of our AM routine. Now, I know that you're going to be like, but what about this? And what about that? And what about the other? This was simply to let you know exactly how you could do a simple and effective routine with sort of minimal products. Now, you want to add in a growth factor? Sure, so do I. I put my growth factor in the morning right after my vitamin C. You want to add in a copper peptide? Sure, so do I. I actually put my Niod copper peptide before my vitamin C in the morning. So I do add other things, and of course, this is a sample routine from Drmtlgy. Okay, you guys, I will answer any questions. If you have questions about other Drmtlgy products, I am happy to help you in the comment section. The sale is huge. It's 30% off. There is a link to the sale as well as an early access code in the description box. You definitely want to check that out. You need the link, and then you need that early access code in order to get the 30% off. I hope that you're having a really wonderful day, and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.